This episode shows why Sung is the protagonist, is the chosen one. He literally did everything. He carried the team. 2018 LeBron put everyone on his back. He figured out the first step he needed to do. He figured out the second step he needed to do. And the last step, all three steps, really, honestly. And this is what I really enjoyed about this episode. If you've seen based on my thumbnail, even though he's the weakest in terms of skills and ability in combat, mentally, like since he faced death so many times as in Hunter, he was able to build mental fortitude, to able to think in these situations, not panic too much. Yeah, he was panicking a bit, but not too much. Thinking about possibilities, thinking about ways to survive, way to live. And this is what makes him mentally the strongest person in the whole group. I've been saying this since, if you watch me since the Takemichi days, since the Tokyo Revengers videos that I uploaded previously, you will notice how I always raved, always gave praise about Takemichi's mentality, his mindset, his ability to step up even though he knows he's weak and he can't really do much in terms of combat. The fact that his mentality alone is what gains the respect of others is what I really like about him as a character. And it looks like Sung is the same way. Like the captain mentioned in the episode, if it wasn't for him, they wouldn't make it this far. And that all comes from his mentality, just thinking forward, while everyone else, if you notice too, everyone else was trying to rely on their skill set to get out of there, their inherent ability. But of course Sung, with not much of that, had to rely on his thinking, his brains, his near-death experiences he had throughout his career. And I hope they continue with that theme, because I really love the themes of the courageous even if you're weak. It's just a beautiful theme, like the David and the Goliath type of theme, you know? And I feel that's what made the episode really good for me, and why I'm really starting to like Sun as a character even before he's becoming overpowered like everyone says he's gonna be in the future and starts leveling up. Like this is him before he starts leveling up, and he already has this mentality. Yeah, I'm gonna really like him as a character then. But let's just go straight to the end. My boy thought he was gonna die, and then Plot Armor gave him the message. The writers had to put in this quick little message for him. Like this right here, this image you seeing, this is Plot Armor in his physical state. The writers literally tapped into his world and gave him an option. Let's be honest, for real, let's be honest. But anyways, I wonder about this whole player thing. It's weird because it says you have acquired the qualifications to be a player. Like what does that even mean, to be a player? Like is he has the qualifications to be isekai'd? Is that what it means? Like tell me now. That makes sense how this is what gave him the ability to level up. But with this whole secret quest, I wonder how those work. Like what triggers secret quests in the first place? Is it just random? Because they were in an E-rank dungeon, right? And they just happened to find a secret quest. So I wonder how that works. Did they just appear randomly or something triggers it? You're probably gonna, hopefully we learn that in the future, because this is very interesting. That man really had 0.2 seconds to decide. Now with the others, do they actually live, or was the door actually false hope and they all die? I'm actually wondering about that. I'm assuming they lived, since it wouldn't make any sense to have this moment of Sung telling the captain to take the girl and leave him there. It wouldn't make sense if they all just die after that. It's like, why have this moment right here, right? I'm curious to see how the other characters gonna react to when Sung comes back. That's probably what I'm looking forward to the most right now, especially after we went through this experience. And now here's the big question: how is the leveling system gonna work, right? I gave a hint that it was gonna be like the whole essence crystals that was gonna be was gonna allow him to level up, but it looks like that's not gonna be the case. So it looks like it's something else completely different. Or maybe I am right and he couldn't level up until he got access to becoming a player. So yeah, you let me know all your thoughts on the questions that I left down below, but no spoilers though, if you of course know what happens. Anyways, yo, all right, here's the part that I had to talk about. Yo, these animations, man, they did not hold back on people getting destroyed, gore, just bleeding out. Like I always appreciate and like a show that could show some realism, don't hide anything, no censorship, just show like the whole unfiltered version of what's going on and what's happening, because it's realistic, you know? Like don't hold anything back. Like seeing him like this is like you could feel more where he's coming from, of like, damn, like I'm about to die, like I'm bleeding bleeding out everywhere. You could feel for him way more when you see scenes like this, images like this, than if they like censored it somehow, you know? So yeah, you let me know your thoughts on this episode. This was a great episode. This was like at least a 9 out of 10 for me. And it's a little bit biased because I love characters that shows courage, especially when they're weak. That's probably like my favorite type of characters ever. Like the underdog story is just undefeated. You know, those are like the best types of stories. Yeah, you let me know what your thoughts on my questions that I presented earlier. What your predictions are for the next episode. I'm really starting to see why people loved this webtoon, this manhwa. And it's only 2 episodes and I'm already starting to see it. Like, that's really good writing. If I'm able to see the vision and see its potential in just 2 episodes, and that's a really good start. Hopefully it continues on in episode 3, which of course I believe so. But in terms of, I should say in terms of the adaptation, matching with what the webtoon and manhwa has, you know, if they could match how good the pages are into animation. But as long as it's 80 to 90% similar to the same, then I think it'll be just fine. I think this season will be just fine. Well, it also depends how long the season is going to be too, right? So I actually don't know. If you know how long the season is going to be, let me know. But yeah, anyways, let's have a discussion in the comment section down below. Like and subscribe, and yeah, thanks for watching.